enjoy some sounds that are not natively count as samples or as effects that we usually hear. So we built this controller, and let me show you what it's doing, and then we'll talk a bit about the technical aspects of it. So, any click on the button here starts a video. The controls here allow me to change the volume, okay, change the speed, trim it a little bit if I just want the second half of the video, and to play some other videos with it. You get the idea, right? All right. Now another cool thing here is that, I mean, everything goes through a loop. So I can decide if I want things to play every time, every step in the loop, or maybe just a few times. So for example, this video here will play only once. Or if I want to play it all the time. All right. So that's that. So what's going on here? So under this box, there is an Arduino chip, okay, Arduino board, connected to tons of wires. This is a picture where Mint is actually assembling the thing. Inside the box, you also find an other fruit trellis. What's that? So basically, I don't know how many of you know what's an Arduino. All right, that's cool. So as you know, the Arduino has few pins, and you cannot do everything you want with it. So we wanted to play 16 videos. So this chip actually allows us to use only 2 pins to play all these videos, or at least to control them. We use a couple of knobs. It takes a lot of research, and we're using. Okay, so I'll talk about the client in a minute. This is the first version that we built. It was it was very limited compared to this one. So what's happening? Basically, there's an Arduino chip here that is talking using a serial communication, using a node application that we have that basically takes binary data, ships it over to JavaScript, and we're getting the data to P5.js library. Do you know P5.js library? Some of you, all right, some don't use, that's okay. So with P5, what we do is that we get the serial communication, we do some handshaking, so we don't, we make sure that the buffer is not full at any point. And basically what we need from P5 is the ability to run sequences. And P5 has a wonderful library called P5 Sound. P5 sounds allow us to use these phaser and part elements that basically are doing all the sequence. These elements were originally written to sequence oscillators or samples or whatever. We basically using them as a phaser just to time the application. Besides that, everything else is plain JavaScript. I won't go over all that stuff because I don't believe you will get anything from it. I mean, you will probably understand, but yeah. Questions? Yep. Yeah, actually, I think. Yeah, the question was if I'm using any clock to time the videos. So basically, on the console here, I'm printing the steps. I'm basically using 60 BPM, and I divided the 60 BPM into 4 bars, which means that no matter when I hit the video, I turn on the video, I basically wait for the next step, so they will play together. So there is, I mean, it's not a real clocking, but it's sort of, yeah. Any other questions? Yep.
The videos, do you select them manually or is it automatically rolled?
So these videos were picked up by us, but basically you can take any YouTube video and play it. We just picked up some videos so it will be easier to demonstrate. Yeah.
Did you encounter any technical hurdles when connecting the Arduino to the web app?
Oh, tons of them. These are weeks or maybe months in the making. The question was in general, what are the I would rephrase it, what are the difficulties when you connect an Arduino to a JavaScript library? So basically, you need to understand probably the serial communication thing, and you need to, the Arduino will shoot data all the time, and will get back data all the time. And this machine and this machine has buffers that you need to handle. So basically, we're doing hijacking. The Arduino doesn't send any data until it gets some kind of a command that tells him, okay, I'm ready to accept some data. And it takes a little time to iterate that. But basically, once you get the serial communication going, everything is smooth. Yeah. Yep.
Do you have like profiles set up, or is this connected to buttons where you turn the audio on and off?
I'm not sure I heard everything.
Can you connect this to like a beat pad or something where you have buttons to turn the different videos on and off?
Oh, no, if I understand correctly, you're asking about controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, this is the only controller that currently is supported, but we just started this project, so hopefully we'll make it more robust.
Could you show us, like, is there one button for video?
Yeah, so actually it is mapped to the videos on the screen, so each button is basically turning on the video. Right. Right. And each one of these knobs, I don't know if you see on the UI, but it's basically changing the UI as well. Yep. Yeah.
Is the actual physical box something you made or something you impact?
Yeah, so this one, the original one we used, this is a box we bought in the container shop and some acrylic we used. And this one is from one of my favorite shops on earth. It is called what? It is called Mammoth Electronics, and they're in Minnesota, and they basically can ship enclosures like that. We had to do the holes and everything, but you can ask them, maybe they'll do it for you. Yeah. Anything else? All right. Thank you for listening.